How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is TheStarkz, and welcome to a brand new The Last of Us Part 2 video. Today, we're going to be talking about some recent developments regarding The Last of Us Part 2 and Naughty Dog a little bit. And it's some very, very, very interesting stuff. I have like another video that I have recorded here that I wanted to upload that I'm gonna have to push for later, and then I have another video coming up regarding The Last of Us and a recent rumor. However, we're gonna be talking about some really, really hot news regarding Part 2 of The Last of Us. So, a person on Twitter by the name of Gaming_Forte uploaded several tweets regarding a GameStop general manager meeting conference that he and a lot of GameStop managers go to every year. I think it's a yearly event because I know EB Games is the same thing. And essentially how it works is they show off a set of content to the managers as well as, I guess, some coworkers and higher uppers who work at the industry of retail. Essentially all the different things and promos to come and just how to promote the game as best they can, I suppose. And in doing so, you guessed it, The Last of Us Part 2 was shown. It was I don't know how short the gameplay was, but there was gameplay. Now, a person asked this individual by the name of Erica, give us some news, she says, in which Gaming Forte replies, all I can say is gameplay was about stealth and how you can use clickers to your advantage. Very short, but great vertical slice of gameplay. Erica also asked in response, saying, I'm assuming no release date, laugh aloud, but cool, thanks for the info. And then Gaming Forte replied saying not at the moment, which means it was a very, very short clip or slice of the gameplay, possibly a different mechanic or so, as well as how to utilize clickers and their engagement in the environment and how to use that against your opponents. Now, this was, I want to say something, actually, before we get into it, I also want to talk about how Troy Baker was there, as well as a couple other people, okay? So, I'm going to put these screenshots up on the screen as well for you. So you have Troy Baker, Shannon Woodward, as well as Arnie Mayer up, all three of them up on the screen. Now this looks like probably, now if you're looking at the screenshot, it looks like this is probably the entire screen. And while I was recording Road to Part 2 for the Last of Us Part 2 podcast, we spoke about this news because this was like breaking news while we were recording. And I made the connection. What if... Now, Arnie Myers is Directors of Communications at Naughty Dog. From my understanding, he's not a mocap guy. I don't think he really acts. I don't really know about all that. But it hasn't been revealed that he's in the game. But why would they show Troy Baker and Shannon Woodward, who are both individuals in The Last of Us Part 2? Shannon Woodward, of course, playing Dina, the girl in which Ellie kisses in the gameplay demo that we got in 2018, as well as Troy Baker, who I'm sure we all know plays Joel in The Last of Us Part 2. So, I mean, it's kind of random for Arnie Meyer to be up on the board. So what if Arnie Meyer plays Dina's father just as Troy Baker plays Ellie's father? Now, I know it's not Ellie's biological father, but Joel, played by Troy Baker, is indeed Ellie's father. He protects her and comforts her and all the things that fathers do. So it would be cool to see that, right? Because obviously Arnie Meyer, like, it's kind of random to have like two actors and then have a Directors of Communication guy up there. Just to me, that's just out of place. So I made the connection as like, what if Arnie Meyer does indeed play Dina's father? But anyways, let's talk about the gameplay here. So what I wanted to mention is this has something that, now, in the first game, Part 1 of The Last of Us, it was shown off a little bit was shown off regarding clickers involvement and how you can utilize them to your advantage. And I guess Part 2 is going to add an extra oomph to it, you know what I mean? An extra layer of detail, an extra layer of badassery to it, which is exciting, very, very exciting. And it also has me to wonder, when is the next time we're going to see The Last of Us Part 2? I think somebody asked that to Gaming Forte, in which he responded very soon. So we all know that Outbreak Day is literally one less day a month from now. I'm recording this on the 27th of August, and Outbreak Day, from my understanding, is the 26th of September. So we're probably definitely gonna get this same clip that they got for this this GameStop managers show or meeting. All right, so I think we're going to get that clip for Outbreak Day because I notice when it comes to Outbreak Day, they don't show too much, but they don't show too little either. So I think we're all due some stuff for part 2, and I think we're going to definitely get this clip. And I think the next time we're going to get something very, very massive for part 2 in terms of gameplay, more gameplay, a story trailer, as well as multiplayer trailer, is after the release of Death Stranding, because obviously Sony doesn't want to add this flush effect, which I mentioned in the podcast that I was recording for part 2. And this flushing effect, essentially how it works is what you don't want to do, especially Sony, who's billions of dollars in profit, they don't want to add an extra layer of hype to The Last of Us Part 2 and flush out the hype for Death Stranding, because The Last of Us Part 2 is coming after Death Stranding, right? I mean, that's probably a fact. I mean, they can probably do something wild and have it come out before Death Stranding, but that would be insane and ridiculously not going to happen, right? So that's what Sony doesn't want to do, is have that flush effect happen for Death Stranding, because it might entice people not to get. I know that's a weird choice of word, but like it's probably not going to encourage people to get Death Stranding. They'll be like, I'll keep my money for part 2, right? Death Stranding doesn't look nearly as good as part 2, so they don't want to have that flush effect. But essentially, I think we're going to get another slice, or see the slice of gameplay in which Gaming Forte was talking about during this upcoming Outbreak Day, which is in less than a month from now, and I'm really, really excited. So let me know your comments and thoughts regarding this, how this clip or gameplay might shape out to be, how you think Outbreak Day will be, if you think Arnie Meyer does in fact play Dina's father in part 2, which would be really, really interesting. You have Joel versus Dina's father, and then you have Dina and Ellie. Oh, I'm really, really, really excited. So yeah, let me know your comments and thoughts in the description, or sorry, not the description, the comment section below. With that being said, I've been TheStarkz. Peace.